Well, hello, Robert Heffernan with Endotech. This is Blockchain. It's our weekly segment, talking that weekly fractal in the blockchain environment and cryptocurrencies. I am a master endotechnician, firmly in the matrix when I'm trading cryptos, pretty much when I'm trading everything. Boy, do I long for losing my voice in an open outcry setting. Recently I read a nice article about Margie Teller, who is a legend in Chicago, routinely carrying upwards of 10% of the open interest in Eurodollar futures, bigger than the banks. And she reminded me what the other thing a booming voice was good for, and another thing that has been gone the way of the horsewhip, all right? And that is a good bellow and the ability to hail a cab from 2 blocks away in the city of Chicago in December. Anyway, so many of those talents that or skill set used on a trading floor, not really applicable in the digital market, which is why I stuck to the technicals over the whispers and have been able to stick around for 3 decades because of that. Let's do the rounds, and because one thing in these rounds right away is you're going to see that the whispers don't matter, right? They don't matter. And I want to, this was a tweet that I brought up a couple weeks ago, and I wanted to bring it up again because there's a few more headlines today that I saw, or this week. Veteran chartist Peter Brandt seeing Bitcoin go to 100,000. Right? And Tim Draper saying Bitcoin $250,000, and it's not because of the halving. Obviously, it's because of maybe a store of value use case, have hyperinflation or go to zero. I don't really care. All I know is that none of these two things will happen while Bitcoin sits and teeters on the lower momentum level on the week. Toying with the monthly average. I mean, all these things bear out in the technicals, right? In price discovery. And as things get stronger, like we're going to talk about, congratulations to Tezos. In fact, let's bring that little tidbit up. Crypto market update, Bitcoin and Ethereum see mild green while Tezos XTC storms into the top 10. We got it in our top 8 on our sheet. And we're going to talk about Tezos when we do the rounds here, as it's on our top 8 now, so I will speak of its weekly implications, what it looks like on the chart, along with the monthly, since we haven't been able to talk about that yet. And that's all in the Market Vitals section. You know what? Why don't we just jump right to it? Why don't we take the Vitals? Taking the Vitals, my chance to talk about none of the whispers. Right? Taking the Vitals is just about price discovery. What is that price discovery? What does it mean, from this trader's point of view? That's basically this, from this trader's point of view. And right now, Bitcoin, trading 75.64, 76.05, lower momentum on the weekly. So right around there, toying with it, trying to get back above or out of lower momentum on the weekly. And let me tell you something incredibly important. We don't close the week here. Again, now we're open right at it, 76.05, 76.04, just below it. If we can't take this out and make some headway here, the next leg down, we got room to the collar at 59.75 on the weekly. 59.75 lower momentum collar on the weekly in Bitcoin. And then the other levels that we've talked about, lower Mo on the monthly is 45.42. Think about that. That is, it's like a halving of the value of it if you go to the monthly Mo level. I'm not cheering for that. I don't want that. I think crypto is a much better story if we get a bull market. More people want to be involved on the upside for sure than the people that are playing that don't. Out of it, right? And we've got a little bit of a little bit better 2 weeks in a row with mildly higher closes. That's for sure positive. On some of my short-term momentum, other momentum models, we've actually gone positive. Now I need to see them take out 76.04 with some strength and some volume for me to want to buy into this. The rest of let's go through some of the rest of these. Ether right now trading 151.37, 156.83, lower momentum on a weekly. And you're going to see this going with a bunch of these, that we got to take out this momentum level on the weekly to even begin to have the discussion about, a rally into the end of the year. I'm reminded of a football team that hasn't won a game and you're still talking about making the playoffs. I mean, come on. XRP right now trading 23.03, 23.51, lower momentum on the weekly. Litecoin trading 45.78, 48.31, lower momentum on the weekly. EOS trading 274 and its lower momentum level is 274, so trading right at its momentum level. BNB 1567 last, 1572, lower momentum on the weekly. XLM trading 0561, 0568, lower momentum on the weekly. And finally, a story to be talked about, which is Tezos XTZ trading 163. 135 is up mo on the weekly. 135 is also up mo on the monthly. Room on the weekly up to 183. Room on the monthly up to 200. Those are the two collar levels. And pardon me for not showing you the dailies here as we went through these. But now XTZ on the daily, as I said, in up mo now on the daily, it's trading 163. It's actually blown away its collar level on that shorter time fractal. When that happens, obviously you gotta fractal out. You gotta look further out. So 183 weekly up momentum collar and 206 monthly up momentum collar. Those are two areas that if you got into this thing good, you for sure should be taking some profits, taking some chips off the table. Even when Bitcoin went to 20,000, right? When we had that run, it traded, man, and it traded in healthy ranges. So let me tell you something. You never go broke taking profits, all right? You never go broke taking profits. All right, that's what I'm seeing on the weekly fractal. Please be disciplined, trade disciplined, mind the mo. And I will see you next week for a weekly segment of Blockchain Vitals. Thank you so much for stopping by.